Hello everyone, welcome back. I hope you and your loved ones are staying safe and doing good. In the previous video, we have seen how to read the data from a CSV and how to write the data to the database, right? So today in this video, we will see how to read the data from the database and how to write into the web page. Okay, so let's move on. As part of it, we are going to see how to read the data from database and how to write into the web page and what are the different commands are there to work on this. We are going to see that. And variables window, one of the window title where window variable type is there, right, that we are going to see. And record type variable and SQL data table, that is the loop which we are going to use. Let's move on. Let me open automation anywhere control room A2019 and let's create a new bot. Let us say db2 web. I'm just going to create, it's already exists, maybe to web data entry. Okay, so I just created the task. The first thing is I wanted to read the data from the database, right? So as we seen in the previous video, we wanted to open the connection and read data from the database. So let's start with those. So let's take a connection. So I'm just going to give user defined and my database server name RPA slash A20 RPA. Okay, master. I don't remember. Yeah, dev db user. Sorry, I wanted to select secure user and the password for that. Is there anything else? Okay, everything is fine. Save it. Now you can see read from, right? You have to use this command to read the data from the database. Okay, and we have different options also. Export to data table. There are different options. Let's try this one first. Okay, so we have to use the statement. Let's do one thing. Select star from, I don't remember the name of the table. Let's take that. Select star from this. Control V. So select star from, this is the table. You can specify how many max records you want to fetch. That count you can specify so that it is going to fetch that, and how many you know seconds the query should be timed out. You can just specify the timeout here so that if no response from the database, that will be timed out. Okay, if you wanted to export it as CSV file, you can do that. Enable this and you can specify the path, but now I don't want to do that. I'm just going ahead. Let's give save. We can see there are almost 10 records, right? Now what I wanted to see do is, okay, I just read the data. Now the thing is, I wanted to go to this website. I want to go to this website. So this is the website. I wanted to go and plug the data, whatever I read it from the database. Okay, so to do this, either you can do two options are there to work with web. That is, you can use a recorder, universal recorder, or else you can use a capture option from the recorder. Either way, you can manually also do it, or you can use the recorder also. Let's do capture, right? Under that you can see. Anyway, I wanted to do this inside the loop, right? Let me take a loop. So I'm just trying to do the loop, taking the loop, and I'm specifying this will be for each row in an SQL query dataset. Okay, and then I'm just going to store that into, let us say, v current record. Okay, save this, create it. Okay, now it's going to store it here. Wherever you wanted to refer, you can just refer that. Let's go to here. So since there are a lot of actions under this, what I can do is I will just take step command. So what it is going to do is all the actions will be kept into inside this, so that my code is not going to be clumsy. Step set of actions for the respective application, I'm just going to keep it here. So here uh, let me do one thing. Window, let's select the window, current active. Yeah, which one is it? I don't see that here, right? Let us say capture. Okay, I will do one thing. uh, I'm not able to see that particular variable, that window title, right? Let me do, I will just open this URL in another browser. This is giving conflict since I'm working on the same browser, right? Let me try opening it in IE. Even you can specify which you know web browser you wanted to work on this. Let me go here. Yes, it has come here. Let's capture the object. So let us say first name. I just clicked on that. Now you can see all the properties of that particular, and here action. Let's say set text, and then I'm just going to give the text here. I'm just going to use the variable, and that the variable will be record, and I'm going to use the index first name. However it looks, right, whatever the way it looks, you have to give it in the same fashion, first name. Okay, insert. What else is there? Nothing. Save. And I'm just going to take another, either I can just do Control C, Control V, and go here. Capture object, last name. So this way you can just capture every object. Set text, and I will just say last name. Okay, save, and then let us say capture. Let's take another one. So here again you can Just take this. You can do it using recorder also. Simple way you can do it in recorders. So in my database I have first name, last name, email and gender. So let's take only these three, since the other columns values not there in database. I'm not going to take those. So email, and action will be, let's say, set text, and this will be, again I'm going to use my current record. This will be email. I'm just going to use by name. Now I just tried and did all the things related to the data entry in web. Let's minimize this. So once entered, what I wanted to do, I wanted to click registration also, right? I forgot to add that step here. Let's capture for that also. Let's go to window title, just select this. See, whenever I selected this window, right, when I capture the object, let's click on register. Once it is done, let's click on register. See, you can, let me go ahead here. It's captured, right? Action is left click, save. See the window title, it has been changed to window 2, right? So this is the variable type which we have seen in uh, under the variables we have seen when we create a window, right? So this is the type. So this is going to store window titles, right? So what I am doing here, I just let me minimize this. I just connected to the database and read the data from the database, right? And then looping through, I'm just performing different actions here. That is, I'm just trying to write data into first name, last name, and this will be email ID, and click on. I haven't mentioned which browser I wanted to open or something, right? Let's take for that. You can search for launch website, right? Let's take this. I'm just going to keep it here. So you can just give the URL. Let us take the URL from here. Even you can pass all of these into variables also. Pass the URL and the browser. Let us say Internet Explorer. It supports others also, Mozilla Firefox and Google Chrome as well. I think by default it will open it in whatever the browser it's open, right? It is going to open on the same browser. Okay, now I just launched it and everything else I have done. Let me do one thing. I will just take a message box to verify whether the data is correctly plugging or not. Okay, let's say message box. Just keep your message box in verified. Sorry. It seems my system got stuck. Just give me a couple of seconds. It's came back. Verify details. Okay, saved it. So what I can do, I just keep this before it click on this registered button so that I can verify it. Okay, once that is done, once everything is done, I wanted to disconnect, right? Disconnect database. Just go here and disconnect. Okay, and I wanted to close even web browser also. Close window you can take under the windows. Close window, you can just select which one you wanted to close. Say, let us say variables. So here You can see window 1 and window 2. Even I don't remember which one is it. Let's say window 2. I think that's going to start in window 2. Let me close the things. Let me run it. So I will just load this data for my reference to verify whether it is performing correctly or not. Okay, let me run the task. So deploying to your computer. Okay, just typing verify details. Let us see here. The first record is, so it's a first record, right? You can see this is the first record. Okay, let me, some pop-up has come. I'll show this again. Okay, I think something has happened. Because of that particular pop-up, it's gone. Okay, so this is the very first time I've opened the Internet Explorer. That may be the reason there are a lot of pop-ups are coming. So it will go ahead and like, enter all the details here. Okay, this is the way. So the task is completed. This is the way we can use different commands to read the data from database and write into the web page, and these are all the different commands we can say. So record option can be used for any of the applications. This is a universal recorder, which is best advantage in A2019. Either you can use it for web or desktop, whatever it is. Whereas in A11.x version, we might see only respect to application based recorder, screen recorder, web recorder, or smart recorder, right? Here it is only one recorder, universal recorder. You can use it for everything. Okay, so in this we have seen how to read the data from the database and how to write into web page. So window is one of the variable type we have seen under record and dataset loop. I hope this video helps you to know how to work with web and how to use different options to work with web and how to read the data from the database. To get more updates on my further videos, please like, share and subscribe so that whenever I upload the videos, you will get the notification. If you have any specific requirement to do it in A2019, or you wanted to explore on more about any specific use case, please let me know. I will try to do that as my best. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.